Oh, all right. Tina drinking into the microphone ASMR. I'm pretty sure they can. Yeah, we were.
And the day just went by, and it was 2 days later that I was like, we missed morning coffee. I was so bummed. No Tina sound, Eric.
I just changed it.
So they couldn't hear me drinking.
Well, I could.
Sorry?
It's not great. It's just really loud in my ears.
When I first logged on, I could hear you eating, so it's just payback.
I kept muting my mic, dear.
I could hear you, actually. Hi, everyone. Good morning. Okay, so as I was saying that you couldn't hear, um, I'm sorry that we missed morning coffee last week. Eric and I were both really excited to do it together for once. But it was his birthday week and just a little bit of chaos and a lot of fun. And so 2 days later, after Tuesday, I had realized that we hadn't done it. My contractor needs me. Eric, can you take it away for a second? I'll be right back.
Oh, I stopped. I forgot to unmute the mic. All right, so I'll repeat what I said. Joe, I got you, man. Thank you so much for the Chipotle gift card. So Portland Open was super fun. Tina came for my birthday. It was just an amazing time, and we did a ton of stuff. And I will tell you that uh, Blue Lake and Glenavere were just a really fun time. Great courses, enjoyable shots to throw, challenging, and just in a way that got me excited for disc golf. And now, this week I'm at Milo, so it's even better. And yeah, it's not bad. It's definitely a pretty great concept and feels really cool to be back at such an amazing and historic place. But yeah, to touch back on Portland, it just felt really fun to play an enjoyable course. Conditions were pretty solid. We had some rain, a little bit of wind, but you felt very in control of what was going on, so that was really, really nice. A big sat combo. I believe somebody pointed it out that I did. I just got to play right through on the first day I got there. Yeah, good people. One could say it's good. Yeah, it was. I I haven't played a course like that in a while where I've just had so much fun. It's new. Um, Most of the new stuff we've played has been hard, or the conditions have been really hard, or something along those lines. So yeah, it was interesting. I'm also throwing the disc quite well, where I'm able to control a distance driver, unlike what I was able to do last season. So it was pretty nuts. Martin Pierce, thank you so much. That's awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Next event for me is the Beaver State Fling. I'll be there. It's gonna be great. Nice, Dale. Congrats, man. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. First time. Yeah. So, Oregon disc golf is aesthetically pleasing. It's big blue tree or big green trees when the blue sky is out. It's absolutely insane. You can see mountains, on your drives into the courses that are just snow capped and just absolutely beautiful. But not every Oregon course is just stellar, but a lot of them are. So yeah, it's pretty rad. They just I don't know. The first time I ever went to Milo, it felt like I was in Jurassic Park. It's like how old the trees feel and everything. So I think that that's something that you just don't find everywhere, which is really, really cool. Thanks, Joe. That means a lot. Yeah, had to unlock that achievement again, Fig. Uh, Nothing that I've added so far. And the Surge probably has the best chance of making the bag, as something I could add. I got to play with Gavin Badcock during the round. He's a really good human being. Um, I'm a fan. Ben Brown, Milo McIver is probably one of the best uses of a property I've ever seen, as far as use of the little elevation that they have out there, um, the mixture of woods and open golf. It's just perfect. I'll go find a video if you guys want to watch Milo McIver real quick. What, do you want to say something now
Hi.
that you're back?
Nope, I just had some. I still have something in my throat.
I'm just kidding, love.
Sounds like he's tearing up the flooring today in the bathroom.
Cool.
So I have to go look at some flooring options today. He said it's gonna be really loud.
Yeah.
Yep.
If anybody wants to go watch a really cool video and get an experience of Milo, that's one of the best ones. It's from 2012.
But it looks different now, yeah?
Milo?
Is it a lot different or no?
No, Milo wasn't very different. It was pretty
I think
healthy.
they lost a bunch of trees or something. There was a big storm.
I haven't played the East course. I played West yesterday.
Cool. You excited? I'm really jealous.
It's amazing.
I can't believe that I was in Portland and didn't play Milo. But I did get to play Pier. There's only so much time, you know? And we did a lot
Yeah, we did.
while we were there. I had a great time. So I know you just talked about. Did you talk about the tournament or no? Hello?
Oops. Keep muting to have some snacks.
Okay.
I talked about the courses. I talked about, making the cut. Outside of that, I didn't know. I learned how to throw distance drivers again. So that was all we
That's
really
good.
talked about.
Hi, Bobby. I got kitty cat.
I know.
She's so cute. Um, okay, well, if you don't mind, I can run down a little bit what we did.
Go for it. I'm gonna snack on some frosted mini wheats.
Sean, thank you. I took like over a week off of playing Rocket League, and then it was pretty much the first thing I did when I got there was made this dope goal that I may never recreate. No, it was great. Um, so Eric flew me to Portland for his birthday. That's why I was there, and I also used to live in Portland. If you guys didn't know, I lived there for a couple years, and so I have some really good friends there also. And just I love that city so much. I would absolutely put it on your bucket list if you've never been. To the Pacific Northwest in general, Seattle, Portland, just like that area in general is just spectacular, beautiful, amazing. I almost forgot how lush green it is. And it's not just like green grass, it's like dark green. All the trees have vines and moss, and just the whole place is growing. Like, it definitely rains a lot there, so it's beautiful. And then also, like all of Portland, most of Portland, just everybody like landscapes their yards. So everyone has roses and poppies and just like all of these different crazy varieties of plants and flowers. So I just love it. just plants galore while we were there. So that was great. And then I got to see Erica a lot. I got to see my friends Kira and Nicole and Kevin. I didn't really get get in touch with like a lot of my other friends, but I'm so glad that we spent the time that we did. And then for Eric's birthday, you want to talk about your birthday? Did you have fun?
I mentioned that, and it was amazing.
Yeah?
Hmm.
You talk about trivia?
Oh, I didn't talk about trivia.
I
No,
had
when
so much fun.
we found this really cool brewery, and we uh, saw that they had trivia on Wednesday.
It was
We found it
called
on
Level
Tuesday,
Beer.
and it was really good beer, really good food trucks. They had gyros, pizza, tacos, and I think they had scallops even. And so we're there on Tuesday, and we see that they have Wednesday trivia. Wednesday was my birthday, so we said, "All right, let's do that." And invited a ton of people came out. It was really close to Blue Lake and
So many
Glendoveer.
people
It just
came.
ended up being
Yeah.
such a great time. And the trivia host ended up choosing a disc golf question because he saw that we were all disc golfers. And I gave him a alpaca. He ended up coming out. I got him a pass to watch at Blue Lake. So he came out on Friday, which was really cool as well. So worked out really,
Yeah.
really cool to, spread the love of disc golf. This was well worth our time.
Yeah, it was super. He was really nice and he killed it at trivia and yeah, we had a great time. We had what was it, 20 people there?
Hmm.
And like more than that even cuz like people were coming and going. It was awesome. And it was like a really fun impromptu way to do a birthday thing because people could come whenever. If they wanted to be part of trivia, they could come early, but also if they showed up, it didn't matter. You could like join any team you wanted. They didn't have any strict rules, which made it like just perfect. And there was no organizing.
And
Just telling everybody, "Hey, we'll be here."
the MVP was fluffed from the Discord. He
Yep,
he
he
got a
killed it.
bunch of great questions. He was really smart.
Yeah, we got to meet Fluffed and Dirty Bird from
Hmm.
our Discord server. Very cool to actually meet
Just great
you guys
humans.
in person. It was very cool. Um,
Dominic don't really
Trying
have
to
a
think.
favorite one, but he did ask what was, and I guess I'll ask this to the chat, and you'll win at least 3 Facebooks if you get the answer right. Tina, you gotta stay hydrated. Uh, the question is David Wiggins Jr. How far is his world record throw? Let's see if the chat can get it
Mhm.
without looking it up.
Yeah, don't look it up. Don't be that guy. We got it right. We had 3 different teams. We had so many people. It was great. But yeah, so like this level place, it was 5 minutes from our hotel and like close to Blue Lake, and actually not even that far from Glendoveer either. Um, and yeah, so we went there
Dominic
because
and Brody
yeah,
got it. Yeah, and a bunch of people
yeah,
again.
right away.
11:08.
Um, and Eric, we were like had a
Shake.
little bit of time before he had to play games, and Eric's like, "Well, there's like this Euro place. You want to go to this Euro place?" And I was like, "Yeah." So we go, and that's how we discovered Level is because we were just gonna go get dinner at this food truck, and we didn't know it was a food truck, and then turns out we discovered this amazing beer place, and they have really good ciders too.
Hmm.
And so Eric and I went there together, and then we went there together for um, trivia night, and then Erica and I went there the day after and had some drinks and played some games,
I
and
see me.
then the day that I left, we went there also. So we went to the same place 4 different times. That's how much we loved it, but I really wish we had one here. It was just a really cool spot. The place that you hang out and drink your drinks is this big greenhouse that they just have like cleared out with tables in it. It was awesome. I loved it.
It's
So
very
if you
good.
ever go to Portland, look up Level Beer. And we went to a barcade called Quarter World. That was really fun.
Hmm.
That was a
Uh,
cheap date.
on Sunday, a bunch of Clemens and Hannah and a couple other people ended up going to what is it? Ground Control. But I didn't want to go downtown
Yes.
Portland.
It's totally worth it. Ground control is awesome. And honestly, traffic downtown isn't really that bad, depending on when you go. Finding parking can be a pain in the butt, but the traffic itself, I was kind of surprised by how barren it felt. Did you notice that when we went and had breakfast at that British place?
It was interesting. Yeah, it
There were
wasn't.
like no cars.
Mm-hmm.
That was weird.
Yeah, maybe
But
Portland's really turning into a more of a bike city.
well, it has been for years,
Mm-hmm.
but I think a lot of businesses that were downtown closed up after the riots and stuff. And then I also think that because of the riots, people just aren't downtown as much as they were. But also, there are so many, well, you've seen them, like Alberta and Mississippi and like all at Hawthorne, all of these different streets and neighborhoods that are just popping with businesses and restaurants and shopping and all that. There are like 10 different pockets of Portland. That's where people go and hang out and shop and eat food. So downtown isn't really the same, uh, not really the same feel, you know? I'm on vacation. Let's go. Reese, welcome to vacation. That means you're going to come down and see us, right? By us, I guess I mean me because Eric's not here. I could give you a lesson, but I'm not as good as Eric. I have one thing for show and tell, so I'll be right back.
Sorry, everybody. I'm enjoying
I
mini
can hear
wheats.
you eating, Eric.
Can you?
Yeah, I can.
You could the
Crunchy,
whole time?
crunchy. No, just now.
Oh, okay. I can see Bobby trying to get out the door. Oh my god, I miss her so much. Al Barreau, they did have. Tina got the English breakfast and it did come with some beans.
Mm. So I have a little pottery show off to do. Just a little
Jacob,
bit.
I am looking forward to Canadian Nationals. I have to book all that travel.
We have a lot of travel to book.
I
Just
have
been
to
putting it
book.
off forever.
I have to book Norway to Finland, Finland to home, and then I gotta figure out what I'm doing for travel for Canadian Nationals. Of if I'm just gonna fly up, but I eventually need to be up there, so it's gonna be tough. I don't know. Dale, I am as well. Will Simon three-peat? I don't know. Is he playing BSF? I'm pretty sure he is. Let's take a look. See.
Can I do my show and tell really quick? It won't
Sure.
take long.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, this is a piece I made yesterday that I'm extremely excited about. Kind of hard to see the detail, but it's like a little bowl.
No,
See
Simon's not
that?
here.
But it's a leaf. I accidentally broke this off one of my plants. It was more stiff yesterday, obviously. But then I just pressed this leaf into the clay and it looks so freaking cool. I'm so excited.
It's
I've been
amazing.
absolutely loving pottery. Like, it was my calling a long time ago, and then I took a 10-year break, and I am so happy to have it back. I just love it so much. And then this is my favorite bowl that I've gotten back so far. It's actually like a good sized bowl. You can eat cereal or something out of this. My other bowls are tiny because sometimes you just get what you get. And then I used one of my teacher's glazes, and I did just buy this because I thought it was so cool.
So I got
And
a
it's crackly, but you can't tell. Go
I
ahead.
got a frosted mega wheat, not just a frosted mini wheat. Look how big this thing is.
What's a mega wheat?
You know the frosted mini wheats. You're not even
I know
looking
what
at the
mini
camera.
wheats are. So they make big ones now.
Mm-hmm.
Now I want frosted mini wheats. That sounds great.
It's so good. I got a mega wheat.
Oh, it's a double.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Mm.
There's some ASMR. Dominic, yeah, that's like the best part is you don't know at all what they're gonna look like, and it's always just a mystery. And I did just spend some money on some glazes because I can always sell them or give them to the school or maybe even sell them to the school if I stop doing pottery for some reason. And then Um, I could always like sell them locally too if I do fall out of it for some reason. But they're actually fairly affordable. I think I was kind of surprised. I thought they'd be a little more expensive, but and Alyssa and I have been doing dance. So we had dance class last night, and we are preparing for a dance showcase in the end of June. I think it's June 28th or 25th. I think the 25th is a swing party. But yeah, so that's been really fun. I'm like basically Alyssa's partner. It costs the same to have one person and two. And since I'm here, she has let me join her, and it's been really, really fun. So we have dance class like 2 or 3 times a week. She has it way more than I do. And then, yeah, it's a blast. I love it. So, I actually cleared out some space in my garden shed so that we could have some room to dance because neither of us have really a lot of room in our house to move like that. So, it was awesome. I'm doing a lot of hobbies for once. I've kind of like put a lot of that aside to do disc golf and whale sacs for the last few years. So, it's really nice to be able to embrace them and spend some of my time not working, but also being productive. It's been really awesome. Pottery disc dyeing crossover. I don't know what that would look like, but could be cool.
Mm-hmm.
So why are you so tired, Eric?
I don't know. I went to bed before midnight last night too, so I'm like
Yeah.
not. I like shouldn't be, but I don't know. I think I was just in like one of those weird sleep cycles of waking up and before the sleep cycle was over type of thing.
Yeah.
It was nutty. Yeah, feeling it.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Um, dude, Anthony throws shade no matter where it's coming from. I love it.
Wow, Anthony. Really? I thought we were tight.
Hey, nobody's safe with
I'm not
Anthony. I
lazy at
respect it.
all. No one could ever call me lazy. Other than, well, that's not true. Anybody can say anything they want, right, Anthony? But other than my COVID week, basically once I recovered from that, I have been on my feet or at least doing something productive literally sun up to sundown. I'm kind of tired, but I've had a really long list of things to do. We're getting a bunch of house projects done right now, and it's just absolutely nonstop. But I don't like sitting on the couch and doing nothing. That drives me crazy. I like need to be productive.
Mm-hmm.
But I like that about me. Actually, and having COVID really sucked because that part of me was completely gone. I just could not do anything. I couldn't focus. I couldn't get projects done. I couldn't complete things. It
Okay,
was really
An-
frustrating.
Anthony, what you're not understanding about this whole doing a bunch of hobbies is that Tina asked me about this and she's like, "Well, I'm really trying to not make this another business."
Uh
And
huh.
in doing so, we found a way to incorporate it into potentially being a part
But I'm
of her
not
own business. It's
the
funny.
pottery stuff.
Yeah, like we talked about yesterday, it can be
I know,
easily
but
done
I
at the farmer's
specifically
market.
said I don't want to do. Of course, it's easy to do, but it's specifically not what I want to do.
You're gonna do it. It doesn't matter. You don't.
I will
You can't
probably
stop.
sell a piece or two, but I'm not going to make them for money. If I end up with more than I want or need and more than the gifts that I want to give, then I will think about selling stuff. But
Hmm.
it's not going to be like, oh, I need to go make these pots for this order I have. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
That's what I'm trying to avoid.
Yeah.
Whale pots. Whale pots, whale pans, whale plants.
Hey, what's up,
I
Neil? Good
actually
to see
love
you.
that.
Thanks for being in the chat.
Funny story, I did make a tiny whale. It's like this big. I had a little bit extra clay. And I put it on the glaze shelf 2 days ago, so hopefully I'll get that back soon. I did think that could be a really fun thing to put in our mystery boxes, Eric.
Be tough, but it'd be fun. A little
What?
clay whale.
What do you mean it'd be tough?
I just would be worried about it breaking in a mystery box.
Oh, you just throw it in some bubble wrap and be good to go.
I mean, I guarantee at least one of them gets broken. Have you not seen how your boxes show up?
Why you gotta be a negative netter?
I am not. Do you not remember telling me the story that almost all of your boxes were ripped up?
That's a completely different story because they are packed to the brim and it's heavy.
Mm,
I would
keep saying
actually
that.
package these very well.
Yeah, totally.
Whale
I think
totes.
it would be
It's
great.
gotta be a P apparently, Dale. Those are the rules.
Whale plants.
Whale pants, whale pots, whale plants. I really just love it.
It's good.
Um,
It's funny.
tired as well. Earlier I just tried to paint away a shadow. Jack, I think you need a break. I think Jack's working on his house. He just got a house, and
Nice.
it sounds like sounds like you need a nap, Jack. Whale socks? All right. All right. I can see that. I actually have a contact with Chloe gave me a contact for the sock people that are getting into disc golf. I can't remember what their names are. But anyways. Well, is that all we have, Eric? Is that all we had to talk about?
I don't think we have much else at the moment.
Yeah, and if we're having a funky day, that's okay. I know we usually try to do an hour, but we're really playing it by ear lately, and I hope that's okay with everyone.
Hmm.
I will have some house updates. We're getting flooring done this week. We're getting our closet finished, or it's like a little cabinet closet thing in the bathroom. Um, and then we'll be moving on to the kitchen. The kitchen will almost be done in the next couple weeks. He's going to take out this window. Actually, you can see the window. It's right there.
Hmm.
He's going to take that out and frame it up nicely so I can put like a little shelf kind of thing. So I can put plants on it and hang stuff around the window. And then we're doing the flooring in the kitchen too. And then the only thing that needs to be done in there before it's done to my standards is the backsplash. And that is it. And I don't think there's really, other than electrical stuff that I'm still waiting on. And we have this plumbing issue that we've spent a bunch of money on and still have the same problem. So that's really frustrating.
So annoying.
But I think those are the only two things. We already did all of the lights in the house except one.
I wonder if it's the
So,
washer we
like,
have
those
that's
three
pushing out too
things.
much water. Like it
No, it's
drains too
not.
fast.
Well, it is, but it isn't, right? We didn't
Hmm.
used to have this problem. So it's a new thing.
Yeah.
It worked fine for a year. But he did say that these washing machines tend to use a higher volume of water,
Hmm.
which is silly to me. Why would they?
Hmm.
It's 2022. Figure it out, right?
Hmm.
Um, but I had this idea because one of the YouTube channels I watch, who's a gardener, he had a plumber come and reroute his washing machine and sink out to irrigation that he put in the ground where his garden is.
Oh, nice.
So he just uses biodegradable soaps and that water just goes into the garden instead, which I absolutely love. But we just have to figure out if we can do that in Florida. But if I have to pay another $1,200 when I already paid 800 to fix it, I'd much rather use that water. I've thought about just piping it out to the garden anyway. So, you know.
Hmm.
So yeah. But we are very close to being done. I'm so excited. There's some painting to do, but not stuff I'm worried about, and all the rooms that I like the most are already painted. So it's cool to be into this house like a year and a half and feel like we basically did what we wanted. If we ever have money or get rich, we can do the windows, but I don't see that happening. What do you think, Eric?
We'll see. I think windows are
Yeah,
something we could do much later. They function and
they're so
yeah,
expensive.
like it's there are stuff that like when you don't realize you're like, yeah, that's probably not that bad. Like, you're expecting like $100 or something, and then something like Windows where it's like thousands of dollars, like very
Like
quickly.
$30,000 to $50,000.
Yeah,
Not like a little bit. It's like
yeah.
what
It's
some people make in a year, It's like insane how
yeah,
expensive they are.
and I get it. Their
Um,
protection, their you know.
Brody, I have rain barrels. You can do rain barrels here, but I'm talking about actually piping my plumbing out to the garden outside,
Hmm.
which probably has some different laws.
Hmm.
I know that Zach told me in Massachusetts you couldn't do that, but things are changing. Um, Now that people give a crap about the environment or are starting to, or some people do, those like laws and regulations are starting to change.
You know what,
As a
Anthony?
matter of
You seem
fact,
insane right now. Got
not long ago in Florida, you weren't allowed to grow gardens in your front yard, but you can now because people pushed for it.
him. Dale, thank you. Win that lottery so we can get
I was like,
Windows.
everything seems insane right
Appreciate
now.
you.
Yeah. All right. I'd love to play the Canadian market, Palafox market. Um, oh yeah, and then other thing, I did do my first market on Sunday last week before I left for Portland. It was a little much to put on my plate, but it was great. We had a great time. I didn't sell like a ton of stuff, but the experience was perfect. I definitely made money because it was only like $20 to vend there. Had a great time with Steph, and Paige and Alyssa came out and bought some things too. And then my neighbor, because I had some things left over and I was leaving the next day, a neighbor friend of mine from up the street came over and bought the rest of what I had. So it was just a really, it was the perfect experience other than it not being very busy and it rained. Everything else about it was absolutely fantastic. So shout out to Steph for doing that with me and Paige and Alyssa for coming and hanging out. It was really just awesome. And then Alyssa, being the amazing photographer and amazing friend that she is, took some photos. So I have like a portfolio of like photos from the market now. And you can't really tell because it's blurry on here, but I just can't even tell you how happy I look in these photos. Like you can just tell that this is
It's
what
just
I want to
radiating
do.
positivity.
Yeah, I'll have a little thing on my story today too. Alyssa put a thing together for me. Message removed by stupid dumb guy Eric. Oh, you guys are funny. Anyways, that is very exciting. I will likely try to start doing markets every week until I go to until I leave for Europe. So, lots going on, but it's all fun and exciting and so rewarding, and you do get to meet people. And my setup, I'm like so proud of my setup. It's like cozy being there because it looks so good and cute and intentional. So anyways, that was a lot about me. I
Oh yeah, I've
apologize
been to
for
the
talking
Palafox
y'all's ear
market.
off. Yeah, so the market that I did is the Sunday one, and it's much, much smaller, very small, but it's where I wanted to start. It's less expensive. You can book it like the day before. You don't have to book it 4 weeks in advance. You can also not show up if you know, if something comes up. And I definitely am more of a fly by the seat of my pants kind of person because this is supposed to be my fun job and not one that I'm super, not responsible at, but like I'm not taking it nearly as seriously as I did with whale sacks because that put me in a place that I was really unhappy for a long time. And as Eric has said to me, or maybe Zach? Maybe it's Zach I'm quoting. Like, I worked my butt off for 7 years, 7.5 years, so that I could take a break. And I put in well over full-time hours for 7 years, always working weekends, working nights, working mornings, always working for 7 years. So it's okay if I get a couple months off. And I'm still managing it. It's not like I'm not working still. I still have lots of stuff to do. But there it is. You want to talk about that, Eric?
Well, the Pathfinders?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm currently working with Aaron on finishing up the stamp. If you're a part of Pod People, I showed a teaser of it, so you gotta be cool enough to join Pod People in the Discord, so do that.
You
Um,
should definitely. Well, they can't do that. We have to pull them in.
yeah, well, be a good person in the Pod People.
Be better.
You know, so yeah.
Ouch. That's funny.
Uh, Brant Bates, it's with a C, but also, yes, the Glow Peatland alpacas should have some really solid glide. It's one of the things that I am absolutely loving about them in comparison to potters that I have used in the past. So, absolutely use it. It's amazing. The Pathfinder is not. The Pathfinder is, I would call it, I think it's the definition of what stable means, as it is very straight. It's not necessarily neutral because it will fade some, but it's not overstable. It is a very straight flyer. Like I take it, if you watch the coverage from the Portland Open, hole 15 was a kind of a dead straight tunnel through the trees at Glendevere. I final day hit my Pathfinder, slight hyzer, popped up to flat, rode through the gap the whole way, and went just past the basket, and I got my birdie too. But it was dead straight for about 370 feet on a frozen rope, and I'm able to hit it really hard. Oh, Brant, I'm just messing with you. Don't sweat. It's all good, my friend. Yeah, but yeah, I think um, But going back to you, Brant, you'll love the Peatland alpacas. They're super good, and they only get more glide the more you use them. It's really really nice. So getting a pair nice and seasoned in is money. Yeah, Dale, more mantras on the way.
Mantra. What's your mantra, Eric?
Be better. Is that good? Stop sucking.
That's a weird set of.
Hey, thanks, thank you, Psycho Tango. You're not even looking. You don't even know what's going on. You're working,
I'm not. How can
Tina.
you tell I'm working?
Tina, I can hear your keyboard typing, and you're looking like you're typing and doing work.
Can't believe you know. Thanks, Psycho. I'm not allowed to drink water on camera, though. Eric will get mad at me.
Oh, you could. You could just mute your mic every time you go to take a drink of water. You know that, right?
I don't know if it works on here. Okay, tell me if this works or not.
Yep.
Could you hear what I said?
No. It was probably something along the lines of Eric sucks or something like that.
It's not at all what I said. I just said, I'm talking. Can you hear me? Thank you for your faith in me, Eric.
I'm just saying.
You're starting to wake up now, huh?
A little bit. I've had a cup of coffee and some
The
mini
sass
wheats
is awake,
and
I'll
a
tell you
mega
that
wheat.
much.
Yeah.
And a mega wheat. That's what did it, all that sugar on your mega wheat.
It did have a lot of sugar. That's why I was so excited. I saved it for my last bite.
You're silly.
Uh-huh.
Well, if you must know, I'm paying our whale sax team at the moment.
Yeah, and I can't wait till we're done because you're working on other stuff right now. Meow meow.
Well, I did think we were gonna go, in my defense.
That's
But
fair.
then we had more stuff to talk about.
Yeah, but we can do that. It's about 9 o'clock. I think it's a good time to wrap her up.
It's 9 o'clock.
Well,
More like
11. 9 o'clock here.
11.
It's like the top of the hour. So I
Top of the
think
morning to ya.
um well we'll just go ahead and do a little bit of shout out to everybody in the chat. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing off and being amazing. Uh the support you guys give us through Discord, through being on here, through the YouTube channel is amazing. I plan on filming two Is That Goods this week with Cole Redallen and Nate Sexton. Um, I just uploaded the files for a video for me playing around at Fort Steilacoom, which is the site of my very first tournament win, and it was the first time I'd been back since 2016. Pretty cool. So I don't know how, I haven't even watched the videos, so the videos might not even be that good because it was just me with my tripod. So I hope it works out. But either way, stay tuned for more content. We're going to be pumping it out. I'm going to be doing a vlog style video when I go to Utah. I'm going to be doing an event while I'm in Utah. We're going to be doing other videos, more probably EO and the disc you may not know, which those should be out. I need to talk with Boda and Zach and those in the crew about when those are going to drop.
We
So
actually, I don't know if we want to talk about it here, but it sounds like we are in need of an editor. So if you or someone you know has editing skills and are interested in a paid by video position, please let us know. Please reach out, or let your friends know that they should reach out to us, because yeah, we need a new editor. So
be great.
times change. People have jobs.
Yeah. But
That's my profound statement.
either way, I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their week. Enjoy the remainder of their hump day. And
It
yeah,
is Wednesday, isn't it?
I love
Okay,
you,
you guys are
Tina.
awesome. Thank you for being here. Eric, I love you too.
Yeah.
But don't tell anyone else, okay?
I won't tell anybody about it.
Okay,
Keep it a
thanks. Keep it a
secret.
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 I love that we both said that the same way. Keep it a secret.
Keep it a secret.
Why did we both say that?
I don't know.
That's silly. Okay, love you all.
Take care, everyone.